Hi, my name is Bob Mazey, and I'm the president of the New Jersey Agents Alliance. And welcome to another edition in our ongoing series of interviews with key thought leaders in the insurance space. But before I introduce our first guest, I'd first like to make a shout out to our friends at Selective Insurance Company for sponsoring this series. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to Honey Correia, the president and principal of the Schumacher Agency. Honey, welcome.
Thank you, Bob.
We appreciate you joining us today. So tell me a little bit about the Schumacher story. I hear that you have a little bit of a unique story, different than most, let's say.
Yeah, well, I have been in the insurance business for quite a long time. I started with Schumacher Agency back in 1990.
Oh, my
so
goodness.
That's over 30 years in the industry.
It is?
I worked with Mr. Schumacher at the time.
Okay.
We were just a two-man team, predominantly personal lines insurance.
Okay.
And have grown into what we are today. I purchased the agency with my husband, so we are a family-owned business.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Probably about 12, 13 years ago now.
Okay.
So, yeah, we've grown it to now we are predominantly commercial lines. Peter Correia and myself both do commercial lines. So we became a little bit stronger in that. But we've just taken the agency to now we're about a 20-man team and
Excellent.
Enjoying it. Yeah.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. It's the American dream, isn't it? The entrepreneurial spirit, starting from literally an entry-level position to being the principal owner.
I was the file girl.
That. Well, now in 2021, you were the file person. So let's be proper about that. That's wonderful. What a great story. So there's so many choices today in where and how to buy insurance. So, what makes the Schumacher Agency unique or different in all of the choices that consumers have today and sort of who they deal with and how they connect and things like that. So what's the secret?
I guess, for us, we as a team, we really, we're independent. We're an independent agency. So we have many choices to offer our clients. And we look at marketing our customers to every one of those companies if it's part of the underwriting, and also educating them on what they're actually buying. The truth is insurance is a whole nother language. So if a client, gets 3 options from us for the top 3 carriers with the top 3 prices, well, maybe they need a little bit of help in deciding which one is best for them, because there are so many options that we can offer, but yet we want to make sure that it's fine-tuned to what they need. We don't like to throw things down people's throat. We want them to be comfortable with what they're buying.
Right. So do you think most people think, whether it's auto insurance or homeowners insurance or general liability, that it's all the same? It seems to me that, with all these, comparative, shopping sites and so on and so forth, we've sort of conditioned the public to think that buying insurance is a process that you just need to find the lowest price.
Right.
But I have to imagine that, the old saying of you get what you pay for probably also applies to insurance.
It's true. It's true. And unless we offer this information and the knowledge of what the products are about and the coverage is about, then how would the clients ever know what they're actually buying?
Right.
So it's important for us to do that. And, giving those options, our clients love it.
Right. Excellent. Excellent. So, obviously we've gone through a lot with the advent of COVID. It's sort of accelerated the digital environment because people now have to sort of do things remotely and through video and things like that. So what kind of changes have you made as an agency owner to accommodate that difference in landscape?
Well, to be honest, we started setting up our agency technology virtually for our entire team after Sandy.
Oh, my goodness.
We did it a while ago because we never wanted to be out again.
Okay.
Our clients need us, of course, especially when these things happen. So we did it then, but yet during COVID, we really got to see it over a long period of time.
Right.
So we knew that our team needed the best possible technology. We set them up completely 100% because if we weren't set up that way, then our clients would obviously be affected by that. So, we did a couple extra things,
Okay.
added, some fax services that,
Okay.
we have obviously a fax machine, but being able, our team being able to use the fax machine from here, or there's just so many technologies that we're able to utilize that we really took advantage of.
Right. So do you find that consumers that used to want to come into the office and sit down and speak to someone, are they becoming more comfortable with the alternatives, whether it's texting or email or video conferencing or,
Yes.
Zoom and Loom and all these other alternatives? So
Yes.
how have you found, let's call it your older customers or customers that may not have been so comfortable with technology, are they adapting?
I believe that they are. I
Okay.
mean, of course, there's some that are still a little bit, in the learning process.
Sure.
But we found that most of our clients, yes, they're able to get on the internet. And if I need to help them with going to a website and sharing my screen and showing them where to sign, then, it's something that we just do. And they have definitely been able to
To adapt?
yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's wonderful. So obviously we're entering, a very technological world, and people want the efficiencies of digital and so on and so forth. So when you pair or recommend an insurance company to a client that, let's say, is very tech savvy, wants, a website that's functional or an app that they can use to report a claim or, things along those lines, are there any particular insurance companies that stand out that are more forward thinking with regard to technology and dealing with their policyholders or, our mutual policyholders?
Yes, 100%.
Okay. Do you
There
care to name
are-
names?
Yeah, there's so many, and again, being independent, there's so many choices. But when you know what your client wants, especially when you have to pay your bill online, some clients just want a company, and one of our favorites is Selective Insurance Company.
Excellent.
Yes, you're able to pay on an app. You get notification through emails. If you have a claim and you want to take pictures and send photos in to Selective, you're able to do that. If you need your auto ID card right away, you got pulled over, Selective has the ability to pull up the ID cards right there and then and show it as evidence to a police officer. So these are all options, again, that some of our clients, actually most of our clients, are looking for.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Makes the whole service experience 24/7, 365.
Yes.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So I hear that you're always recruiting or always interested in recruiting top talent, but as things have changed, you're now looking for a particular quality in a potential new employee. And can you talk a little bit about what that quality is?
Yeah. So during the interview process, after we've gone through all the knowledge, relationships and customer experience for us is super, super important. So we have utilized video as a great resource to connect with our clients. They love it. Our customers just love seeing just a short video of an explanation of coverage, and we've truly utilized that technology. So one of the questions that I ask any new candidate is, are you willing to take a video? Even
Right.
if it's just a 20, 30-second video,
Sure.
or, everyone is Zooming now.
Right.
So what's the difference between a Zoom call and just creating a 30-minute video? So I ask the candidates if they have a problem with creating video.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I'll tell you, I'm very, very impressed with how progressive the Schumacher agency is, and certainly your story as well. Really appreciate you taking the time to speak with me this morning. And if people would like to learn more about the Schumacher agency, or how they can reach you, what's the best way to connect nowadays?
Just even our website, www.schins.net.
Okay.
There's even a chat feature where
my goodness.
I'm
Okay.
available for for anyone.
Boy,
or
that's-
LinkedIn, Facebook, social media, of course.
That's great. That's great. Well, thank you once again
Thank you.
for spending the time. And again, a special shout out to our friends at Selective Insurance Company for their great support of the Independent Agency channel, as well as supporting this series for the New Jersey Agents Alliance. So thank you once again, honey. Thank you to Selective, and we look forward to hearing from you again. Thank you.